What's up with you? What's up, family? There's a lot of people that they feed. I'm saying on social media, they feed off of these tragedies. They try they build. They build their channel off of tragedies. Kind of morbid in a lot of ways. You shouldn't be worrying about the departed. I mean, someone passes in your family. Of course, you go to you pay your respects, but I think they want you to move on after your mourning process. Let me tell you something, people. You only got one life to live. Live it to the fullest. Cause I know social media. Some people on social media, it's like they get some kind of they get off on talking about murders, tragedies. They report all this news. It's like everything they upload is fear mongering. You got these people talking about the world coming to the end. They know who the Antichrist is. That's fake news. Just dramatizing stuff, conspiracies and stuff like that. I don't get caught up in that. I don't know about y'all. I do my own research, especially when it comes to warnings and prophecies and stuff like that. I do my own research on that. It's a lot of people up on here. They will guide you down a road of stress. If you have a life, live it. Live it to the fullest. Don't dwell in darkness. Because your day is going to come. Believe me, my day is going to come. It's gonna be one day I'm gonna be lying in that coffin, just like you. But until that day comes, why you worrying about it? You can't stop that anyway, cause it's done. You're done. So why not live your lives? These people who does this, something wrong with them. Like when a rapper passes away or entertainer, all of a sudden it's a blood sacrifice. How do these people know it's a blood sacrifice? Have you been in these people's bedroom? Have you been intimately close to these people, stuff like that. No. So how do you know it's a blood sacrifice? How do you know these people in Illuminati? They're trying to sell you a story. They're trying to sell you controversy. It's entertainment, and some people, a majority of people, they like this entertainment, and they're gullible. They believe it. I'm appalled by some people, but see, they easily believe it because they don't do their own research. They don't study. They just hop on YouTube to get some kind of, you know, get some kind of entertainment, and that's what it is. Without doing a thorough investigation themselves. So actually, these people are subscribing to the departed. They're subscribing to they're subscribing to the dead, meaning they're subscribing to channels that promote death. That's what they do. Those channels promote death. They promote commentary, and it speaks about death, 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 death and destruction, death and destruction. Look, you think it's bad enough for these millennials, these younger generations. They going through a lot of tragedies. You think they want to hear this every day? I'm talking about the older people that's pumping this stuff on YouTube, as far as videos. You think they want to hear this? Even the ones in that age group, you think they want to constantly hear this? That's why some of them, it's like you go out here, they lifeless, and I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? Man, hey, man, this world come to an end anyway. I get it how I live, blah blah blah. Man, I was born in this joint, man. I gotta do what I gotta do, dog. Blah blah blah, and just down and out because that's what they think it is, and it's not. So youngins, you got to broaden you got to broaden your horizon, horizons, brothers. It's plenty of things to do out here. Get away from them negative folks. I'm talking to you, brothers and sisters. Get away from that crowd that's gonna lead you to drug abuse and destruction. Get away from them. Explore. That's what you're supposed to do when you're real young. Learn and explore and move on. Because those same people, if you don't get away from them, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You're going to end up like them. Those are the people you see when you go back into the old community. They still in the same spot. You left, you changed your life, You got a career. You come back 20, 30 years later, these people grayed up, no teeth in their mouth, cracked out, piped out, sexed out, drugged out, whatever out. You come back 20, 30 years later, they never left it. They never left their environment. They were a product of their environment, and the environment was destructive, and they never made nothing of themselves. And you can end up just like that if you take the wrong turn. It's like on, it's like I'm talking about this social media thing. This YouTube and all the platforms with these content creators pressing this death and destruction and this fear mongering. I mean, is it anything positive? Everything got to be about blood sacrifices. This person passed away. That okay. 2 or 3 videos. Give your stake and claim and move on. But it's like it's addiction. It's like it's like if it gets views, they don't care if it's tragedy. They're gonna do it. You know. That Kanika Jenkins thing in the Negro sector. I said I don't believe this. They done so many videos about her. All of a sudden, everybody's a detective. Everybody gonna solve the case. Some people just made channels just for that. A shame. Majority of those YouTubers probably didn't even give nothing to that GoFund. I think her mother made a GoFundMe or something. I bet you no one, the content creators were trying to get money on their channel from a deceased soul, a young lady that passed away due to a tragedy. They were trying to get money from a tragedy. Mm, mm, mm. Some of us had some man. The majority of us have scooped to a low bottom. Anytime you got to make money off of people that you don't even know personally, but they died in a tragic way just to get views on your channel, that's a shame. That shows you the lack of uh, commentary and dialogue some of these people got. You know, like I said, death is going to come eventually. It's too much morbid stuff. You can't focus on death all the time. You got to focus on life. It's going to come, but you don't know the day and the hour when you're going to check out of here. Okay? And there's certain rules to the game, and you can live life longer. If you don't follow those rules, you're going to shorten your life. You got to live by the law, statutes, commandments. You must. It's not a given, it's a must. You must take care of your body the best way you know how. I mean, if you want to live longer, you putting death in your body and destruction, it's going to show. You can't be out here rolling the dice, having unprotected sex and risky sex, thinking because you're going to crap out. And once you crap out, you know what the crap out is? It's STD. And it might be one you can't get rid of. So don't gamble your life away. Okay? Because you can. A lot of people have, and they're not here no more. Because they played around with life, they thought life was a joke. Nope, life is not a joke. It's at a point in time you got to take life seriously and you got to grow up. And I'm sorry to say, some of these people on here, half of them they immature. Some of them they haven't grown up. This don't only goes for the Negro sector. All sectors, all nationalities that push this death, fear mongering constantly, constantly, constantly. They don't got nothing else to talk about. That's why you know it's a problem. When they keep constantly doing it, it's a problem. It's a mental problem. It's like anything else. They get sexually stimulated by this stuff just by talking about death and destruction. And then they have subscribers that subscribe to death because that's basically what y'all doing. You know, no joy, no happiness. What's wrong with that? Making a considerable lot of money, living good, having companionship with a significant other, living this so-called American dream to speak. Not suffering, not being in debt, having little siblings running around, raising your children to be productive one day, to be productive adults, young adults when they get older, following the law, statute, commandments, practicing what you preach, and going out and helping the sick and shut in. What's wrong with being a pillar of the community instead of going the other way? What's wrong with participating in that? There's nothing wrong with that. But we want to play with this. Some of us want to play with this tragedy. We want to entertain these YouTubers, these black men that's beefing. I don't even entertain them no more. I look at them. Some of them I'm about to unscribe to some of them. They keep it up because it's pitiful. That's not helping. And the women, that's not helping. See, it's a large amount of us. We feed into this drama. This drama is keeping us back. See what I'm saying? It's not making us go forward economically. You know, that's just where our minds at. We caught in this whole drama fiasco of thoughts. Everybody wanna, oh, I mean, why things going on, serious, very serious things going on around us, and we don't even have a clue. Some of us, because we so caught up in this sick mentality of of controversy, tragedy, and death and destruction. Don't you know we have a future out here? We have these millennials out here. We gotta make ourselves accountable as grown adults way past that age. We gotta we gotta show them we can do better what we doing now on YouTube. It's a lot of people that's my age on YouTube that's men. Y'all not making a good example at all. Y'all looking like y'all on World Star Hip Hop. Now I get them youngins, I get them, you know, I get them a break because they're young. They're still developing. But once you 40 and up, once you in your late 30s, it's time to. You shouldn't have been grew up. All this, I'm gonna pull up in your city. I'm gonna ride to your block. I'm gonna walk up on your shop and all this bull crap. That's not making. That's not making nothing. You're not making a good example. You're not being a pillar of your community. Come on, man. We taking major L's, and some of y'all don't ain't say it. Then we cry about white supremacy day in and day out. We need to stop hurting ourselves because it's self inflicted. The majority of the problems is coming from us. The blame game is getting lame. We got to show accountability for ourselves as black men and black women. This gender wars out of hand. It's just, it's constantly. And then, like I say, people subscribing to death. It's negative commentary. And all it does, it's just entertainment. It doesn't affect your, if it doesn't affect your mind, why you keep clicking on the videos now? Because you want to hear the gossip. You're addicted to it. There's a lot of people addicted to the gossip and the hooplas. You got the agitators, you got the trolls, and you got a lot of people who are addicted to gossip. And they run back and forth between channels and instigate content creator against content creator. And pretty soon, people get flagged, and pretty soon, the channels are terminated. And who wins in the end? The devil. The devil rejoices. Even on virtual reality, black folks can't get it together. Even on virtual reality, black folks still can't get it together as a whole. We can't get it together. That's what I'm saying. We got to come to a solution, folks. One day, somehow. I'm trying to live long as I can. I ain't trying to die. Y'all should be feeling the same way. Good health, live in good health, live in good spirituality, live in good sexuality, you know, everything, financially, spiritually. And the only way you can live like that, you have to practice this. You had to be relentless. You had to stay on that pathway. You might have to cut folks off. Because I'm saying bad habits, bad flock is the reason why the majority, these dudes are in the graveyard. Because they hang around people that wasn't in their best interest. It can be female, it can be male, it can be, the same sex, whatever. You hang around folks, but you blinded because you living in sin. You ain't gonna be able to identify them because you living in sin. Okay? You doing things that's not good. So you gonna be blinded because you ain't gonna be able to see it. If you evil, you gonna navigate the evil. See what I'm saying? And once you want to come out of the evil, you see what I'm saying? It gets complicated. It gets complicated. But you're gonna have to figure it out. How you figure it out? If you hanging around folks and you want to go somewhere, and you've been around those folks and you're not going nowhere, you know what? They're not your friends. It's time to roll out because you're not elevating to the next step. You hang with those folks, but you're not progressing. So it's time to roll out. That's gonna be around folks. It can be around your biological. It can be work site, job, career, whatever. If you're not moving to the next level, hey, it's time to roll out and get something bigger and better. Unless you want to stay at a certain level. And first and foremost, you got to find out what is your focus, what is your main, what do you want to do in life, and you got to find that out real quickly. You can't drag it out because you do get older every day. You wake up, you age, whether you know it or not. Every day you wake up, it's a day you get older. Okay, it's a slow process, but it'll creep up on you real fast. I guarantee that. I remember the '80s. I remember the early. I've been all the '90s. Now it's 2018. Look at that. Just like that. All the '90s. 88, 85, 84, 86, 87. Now it's 2018. Just like that. Boom, boom. When I was in my prime time. I ain't over the hill yet, falling over the barrel yet, but that's when I was real young. Early 20s, early 20s and everything. Just like that, gone. It's not a game. But take care of yourselves. And don't put all this negative information. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Because it can stress you out. I know people pass away. You hear the news, the evening news. You hear someone got shot in your city or suburb. You hear the tragedies. You hear the news on YouTube. Just constantly. But you notice one thing. You hardly see good news, achievements, valedictorians, scholars. Only a faithful few. You see footage on that. People that is these young geniuses, people that is accomplishing stuff, you know, doing positive stuff, spiritual leaders. You gotta search, you gotta find, you gotta creep, you gotta crawl, you gotta knock on doors just to get the truth. Just to find some success stories that should tell you how this world have gotten. That should tell you how the devil has been running rampant on this earth. He want even in the communications of social media and media period, even in the communication of media, he's up in there and he's want to filter out all this filth. He want to show you the filth, but he don't want to show you. They want to block. They want to block all the good stuff. You only get a few little success and heroic stories, if any. but the majority of it is all tragedies, death, sadness, murders, and rapes, and all this terrorism. They want to show you all that. But what about the success stories? What about the people coming from humble beginnings and making something out themselves? Do you see that on the footage? The majority of the time, no. Peep game, folks. And then when a crime happened in a black community, why they gotta get someone that's incoherent? Why they always gotta show someone with missing teeth? Not to talk about my folks. People can't. They have no speech etiquette. People can't hardly talk. Why do they get someone that's high in their mind to get on the news? To make an ass of the black race. You notice that every time you can't get an intellectual interview with someone that took place in some black community when a crime took place, you can't get no one on camera to be articulate, if any. They know what they doing. They find someone that's dumb out of their mind, not presentable, look all messed up, can't hardly even talk. Some of them still got the cigarette in their mouth. Some of them still high. You know, that's not by happenstance. They plan to do that. They plan to do that. Notice, notice. I tell you, people, it's I tell you, that comes with peeping game. You know, I've been here for a minute. If y'all know what I'm talking, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's just like clockwork. They always find someone in the black community, some tragedy took place to get on camera, and they're incoherent. They discombobulated. But if they do find an educated brother or educated sister, they'll cut that real short. They still be talking and they cut it. Bloop. That should tell you something. Even in the media, certain things they want blocked, especially if it's waking black folks up. This is why y'all gotta pay attention, and y'all will be blocked even on YouTube. Far as content creators keep pushing this stuff that's distracting you, okay, to a certain extent, okay. This is why I tell you, some news stories are you need to listen to them, even though they're tragic. But to dwell on that stuff day in and day out, it's not good. It's not good for your mental health. It's not good for your mental health because it's gonna eventually stress you out and it's gonna bring you down. So it's time for the good news too. It's time for news to inspire you to do something like I'm trying to do in this live stream. Do something. Don't make life a tragedy for yourself. Don't mourn all this stuff to a certain extent. You still gotta live. You still gotta be happy as the person. Cause you walking around here stressed out, feeling you just sad all the time. It's gonna deteriorate you eventually. Okay? The man upstairs don't want us. He don't want us. He don't want us to be walking around here downtrodden. Okay? He didn't create us to be downtrodden. Okay? He created us to be success stories. He created us to do something. He created us to pay homage to the kingdom and represent his kingdom. So, as people of the Most High, we must do so. So, you really think he want us walking around here sad and feeling sorry for ourselves? Like I say, these things and tragedies do happen, but it's time for the good news too, so you can live a good life. And with that, peace and blessings to all of y'all. You know, if you're gonna dwell on something, dwell on success, dwell on truth, dwell on light, dwell on life, a good life. Stop dwelling on death and destruction. Dwell on good things that can make you prosper and have a financially secure life with the blessings of the Most High. Peace. All of my productions. I'm out of here.